Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Just wanted to do a quick lesson, all right, on Luke 12, and mainly going to focus on 47, but I'm going to start at the 42nd verse, okay, and we're going to go into some words here, all right, and get some edification. So this is Luke chapter 12, verse 42. It says, "And the Lord said, Who then is that faithful and wise steward, whom his Lord shall make ruler over his household, to give them their portion of meat in due season?" Okay, and we're approaching that due season in which Yahushua is going to come with his reward, to reward every man or give every man according as his work shall be. Okay, so you want to be found, all right, as verse 43 says, "Blessed is that servant," because we're all servants, all right, "whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing." Doing what? Being a faithful servant. Okay, and being a faithful servant means doing what the Lord commanded us to do. And what was the main thing the Lord told us to do? It's the same thing he told Ezekiel, all right, to eat the whole roll and go out and teach the lost sheep of the house of Israel. All right, you wake up and you go wake up others. All right, you do that now by learning this word, watching the videos, reading the scriptures, doing your own research, and then doing videos, going out to the highways and byways and prophesying. All right, and ultimately letting people know what the truth is. Okay, and of course you have other things that might pop up here and there. Okay, but the main focus is that is the mission. Okay, to wake up the elect, and we do that by preaching this word. And so being a faithful servant means you're keeping your eyes single and you're focusing solely on doing that. Now, does that mean that you can't do anything else with your life? You can't chill, no, that's not what it means. All right, but it means that when it comes to doing this work, all the Lord requires of us is to do what we're doing. Of course, that goes into having, charity and brotherly love and those different attributes as a man of the Lord, all right, and carrying that spiritual mindset. But in terms of the ministry and doing the works, that's all the Lord asks us to do, is to teach. Okay. So it says, verse 44, "Of a truth I say unto you, that he will make him ruler over all that he hath." All right, this is more of a teaching thing than it is of a social thing. Okay, and I think sometimes, all right, people let that, they mix it up, and they make being an Israelite more of a social thing than it is a learning and teaching ministry. Okay, because that's the scriptures talk about, make full proof of that ministry. All right, you want to have works that are going to be pleasing to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, not pleasing to man. Okay, if man is not pleased with the works you're doing for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, then guess what? Whoever that person is not of the sheep of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right, and so ultimately we seek to please the Lord above everybody else. Okay, and that goes into Acts 5:29 when Peter said we ought to obey God rather than men. That means what the Lord said to do that and only that. Okay, keep in mind, man, an example is Saul. See, when dealing with man, somebody might tell you to do something and you might do extra. You might go above and beyond. And they might be, "Oh, shoot, all I asked was for an inch, but you went a mile. Oh, thank you. I didn't expect you to do that." That's not how the Lord deals, man. The Lord is very specific in what he wants. Okay, hence the example with Saul. And the Lord tells you, "I want one apple." That doesn't mean he wants two. It doesn't mean he wants an apple and an orange. And it doesn't mean he wants a fruit basket. It means he wants one apple. That's all he asks for. And the Lord is more happy with you being obedient than you thinking you know more than him and doing more. And now, dealing with Saul, he was commanded to go and slay the Amalekites, all right, utterly, all of them. But in his mind, thinking that he wanted to do more, saved the Amalekite king and some sheep and oxen to come and do a sacrifice to the Lord. And the Lord told Samuel to go tell Saul, "Look, that's not what I asked you to do. You were disobedient. All I asked you to do was to go slay all of them. You went and did extra." Okay, while you were slaying them, you thought that it would behoove you, all right, to do this extra deed that you did. And applying that today, that goes for a lot of people who want to do extra. Okay, as the Lord said, we have to, our main focus is to teach this word. The same way Saul's main focus was supposed to be slaying the Amalekites. But you see what happened to him? Okay, what did the Lord say? I would have obedience and not obedient. To be obedient is better than sacrifice. Okay, roughly paraphrasing. So verse 44 says, of a truth I say unto you, that he will make him ruler over all that he hath. Now the reason the Lord said his burden or his yoke is not, basically too difficult to bear, and he did it that way so that we wouldn't get distracted. You have people that come into, understanding that they're an Israelite, and they want to use it as a platform to further or promote, whether it's their clothing brand or their music, okay, or they want to turn it into something extra, okay, communities and parties and, all these extra things, okay, basically trying to drag the world in there and merge it with the knowledge of being an Israelite. That's not what the Lord asked us to do, okay? And we're going to go into that. So it says, verse 44, of a truth I say unto you, that he will make him ruler over all that he hath. So those that the Lord comes and finds doing what he told him to do, how he told him to do it, only that, okay, and not anything extra, those are the ones he's going to make ruler because they were what? Obedient. Key word is obedient. You do what the Lord told us to do, not what you think, you want to do just because it might not specifically be breaking any laws. That's not, ultimately, that's still not what the Lord told us to do. Now, verse 45 says, but if that servant say in his heart, in their mind, my Lord delayeth his coming. Now, they don't have to necessarily open their mouth and say the Lord is delaying his coming. But you can tell this by how they move and their actions. Okay? If you're at home, right, and you get a call from a friend or, a relative that says, hey, I'm coming to pick you up soon, get ready. Okay? And you get ready and you wait 5 minutes, you wait 10 minutes, they're not coming. And then you start to take off your shoes, you start to get back into your house clothes. What does that say? That's saying that you don't think that they're coming anytime soon. All right. Hence, you're starting to get comfortable again. You're starting to take off your shoes and undress from the going out outfit that you had. Now, you didn't have to physically say, oh, this guy's taking too long, but your action said it. Okay. And that's how it is with people today. When you want to start getting into other things aside from teaching the word and the ministry, your actions are saying, my Lord delayeth his coming. Okay? Because you're not standing on the watchtower. Now you're saying, let me actually get off the watchtower for a second and go and, settle and do what I want to do for a while. And I'll come back periodically and check. That's not what the Lord said. He said, stay upon the watchtower, man. Read Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, the 1st verse. All right. So it says, my Lord delayeth his coming, and shall begin to beat the men servants and maidens, and to eat and to be drunk, and to eat and drink and to be drunken. Now, you don't have to physically beat the men servants and the maidens, okay? But that goes into, basically coming against, all right, those that are still being servants and still doing exactly what the Lord told them to do. All you do is prophesy. Guess what? That's what the Lord told us to do, And if you're upset that that's all we're doing, then guess what? That's really another form of beating the men servants and maidens because, all right, not necessarily because of them, but because of what they're doing. All right, because you might want to do more, but they're like, no, this is all the Lord said we should do. You get mad at that. And then it says what? And to eat and drink and to be drunken. You start slipping back into, doing things that the Lord said that the Lord didn't command us to do. Things that are not a part of the job description, but you try to tie it into the job description. Well, verse 46 says, the Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him. Why? Because going back to the example I gave, you take off your shoes and you get back into your house clothes, you get comfortable that way, and the second you do that, ding dong, yo, I'm here. We gotta be out, we gotta be out in 30 seconds. You gotta be down here. Now you stuck with, damn, do I change? Do I go down in my house clothes? Like, what's going on? Whoever it is coming to pick you up is going to catch you in your house clothes instead of being ready. Because you thought that you had more time. You thought, oh, well, when they get closer, I'll get back into I'll change back again. That's not how it works. The Lord of that servant will come in a day when he looketh not for him. and at an hour when he is not aware, and will cut him in sunder, and will appoint him his portion with the unbelievers. And that servant which knew his Lord's will and prepared not himself, and the key word there is prepared. We're going to look into that word. And prepared not himself, neither did according to his will, shall be beaten with many stripes. Okay, so you knew the Lord's will, but you prepared not yourself. So what does that mean? Let's look that up. Okay, the Lord's will is for us to teach this word, and that's it. Okay, so if you're not prepared, okay, you're not preparing yourself for the Lord's coming. Let's look up the word prepared.
Strong's G 2090, hetoimazo. Hetoimazo.
So it says hetoimazo, and it says here to make ready, prepare, to make the necessary preparations to get everything ready. And I'm going to jump down to the metaphor section B, to prepare the minds of men to give the Messiah a fit reception and secure his blessings. So how do you give Yahushua a fit reception and secure his blessings? By doing what he told you to do. So it says, in that servant that which knew the Lord's will. What was the Lord's will? For us to prophesy the downfall of this place, because he's about to destroy it. So if you knew that and you didn't prepare the minds of men to get ready for that, okay, that they may be ready to meet Yahushua, okay, by hastening the day, that's you not, if you doing other things, you building communities and you having parties and getting people into the spirit of mirth and relaxation, that's not what the Lord said he was going to do. So let's see what the Lord said. Okay, this is Matthew 10:34, man. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. Okay, it's understandable you want to build in a time of peace, or you want to party and chill and be in a relaxed spirit in a time of peace, but is that what the Lord said? No. So you preparing for the Lord's will means you understand what the Lord's will is, and you're getting into that mindset and that spirit for it. So it says, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. So when Yahushua comes, he's not coming to bring peace, at least not unto the wicked. I am come not to send peace, but a sword. Whoa, hold up. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes, meaning his enemies, shall be they of his own household. So the Lord said he's not coming to send peace. So you got to prepare the minds of men to be in that mindset that, look, get right and get ready and do what the Lord said to do. Because when he comes, he's not coming to send peace. All right. So don't be in that lackadaisical jolly folly, my spirit, because that's not preparing yourself for the day of the Lord. So when he comes and he sees you in the spirit, contrary to the spirit he's coming in, what do you think is going to happen to you? Okay. I'll let you ponder on that. All right. But that was pretty much it. All right. Lord willing, this was edifying unto the elect. Okay. Understand what kind of mindset. Matter of fact, before I close it, let's get this 2 Peter chapter 3. Okay. 3 verse 11. It says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved. What things? The destruction. What manner of persons, okay, because when you read up, it tells you how the fire is going to melt everything. So all those things that are going to be burnt up are going to be dissolved. They're going to be melted and broken down. So seeing that all those things are going to happen, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Lord, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Now, when you look up the word conversation, it's not necessarily what you say, but how you live. Okay, when you look up conversation, it's anastrophe. It says manner of life, conduct, behavior. So you got to be in a holy behavior. That means a behavior that is separate from this world, a behavior that is showing forth godliness, a behavior that shows that you can't wait to get out of here. You're excited. That's all you think about. So what are you going to do? You're going to prophesy. You're going to do the works, and you're going to hope and pray. And each day, each prophecy that comes out, you're going to be on top of it, because you're hoping and hastening the day, all right, that we can get out of here. So if you're in that spirit, All right. In sincerity and in truth, continue to stay that way. All right. It'll be your motivating factor. It'll drive you to do more good works. As the scriptures say, be not weary in well doing. Okay. So once again, with that, I hope this was edifying unto the elect. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.